Hey everyone, we're going to do a class today focusing on our wrists and the basics of yoga. Let's land in our space, placing our palms on top of our knees and closing down our gaze. Using this as an opportunity to set an intention for your day or your evening. Slowly deepen that breath and feel your sit bones rooted down into the earth. We're going to gently stretch our neck today, so take one ear down towards your shoulder. Nice and gentle with the neck. We don't want to force any of these stretches. We're going to take the hand over and across to the opposite ear, gently just putting a slight bit more pressure to open up that neck. Taking that nose in towards your armpit, hand comes to the back of the head as we pull our chin in towards the center. Lovely. Releasing that side, moving over to the other side. Focusing on that breath for the entire class. Our hand is going to reach out and across to that other ear, gently applying a little bit more pressure. Smooth, steady breaths. Bringing that nose down towards our armpit, tucking the chin in. We press the back of our head up into our palm and our palm into the back of the head. Releasing that, 2 slow head rolls around to the left. How lovely it is to be out in nature. And then once you've finished that second circle, you'll go back the other way. Slow and smooth. Wonderful. Let's shrug our shoulders tight up towards our ears and then drop them down. Nice squeeze at the top and then releasing it down. One more squeeze, a little harder, and everything drops down. Beautiful. Let's take our left hand up and over to the right. Really root that left hip down into the earth, stacking the top shoulder up and above. Very nice. Up and over to the other side. Just taking in how each side is going to feel a little different. Not that it's wrong, but just acknowledging it and appreciating what is. All right, pressing the tops of the hands down, stretching out those wrists. Fingers are reaching back towards our belly button. Now the tops of the hands pressing down gently, using that force against the palms and the back of that hand. Coming over to the other side like we're Spider-Man, stretching out the underside of our hand. Flipping it over and pressing the top of your hand into that palm. If your shoulder has crept up, just gently bring it back down away from the ear. Any tension in your face, just let that go as well. Great. Interlace the fingers, start to figure 8 with those wrists. Try to go the other way. I'm not sure if I'm actually going the other way. Hopefully you're doing better than I am at that. There we go. Shake it all out. Gorgeous. We're going to shake it here in front, just getting some energy moving out to the side, up above the head. Nice, back out to that side and coming back in front of you, landing your palms on your knees, closing down your gaze and feeling that energy rush through the body. Really landing here in this moment, nowhere else to be. All right, let's come onto all fours, tabletop position, and then stretch back, hips fall heavy towards your heels, long child's pose. Really release any tension in the back of that neck, fingertips are reaching forward. Coming over to the right side, take your left hand on top of that right hand, pull your left hip heavy down towards your left heel. One more breath, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Moving over to the other side, right hand comes on top of the left, pull your right hip down towards your right heel. One more deep, smooth, steady inhale. Smooth, steady exhale, coming into a tabletop position and just drawing that belly button to the spine, connecting your core. Inhale, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, rounding and tucking everything into the center. Inhale, roll vertebrae by vertebrae until you're looking up towards the heavens. Exhale, everything curves and tucks into the center. One more time. Inhale, nice and slow. Exhale, we press everything down into the earth. Coming back to a neutral spine, and then draw your left ear towards the left side, up towards the sky, around to the right, and then tucking everything in towards the middle. Again to the left, up, around to the right, everything curls in. One more time, to the left, up, around to the right, and curling in. Coming back to that neutral spine, we're going to go slowly the other way, right ear towards your right hip, up towards the sky, drop that belly button down to your mat, around to the left, and everything curls into that center. Smoothing that motion out a little bit, right, up, around, and center. One more time. Again, if anything feels sticky, feel free to stay and stretch that area, sending your breath to the muscles. Lovely. Let's circle around those wrists, nice and gentle. Make sure that we're not doing anything too rapid. And let's go the other way. Just seeing how our wrists are feeling in this position. Shake it out. Good stuff. Let's take a little stretch. Make sure that our wrists are feeling nice and loose, nice and juicy today. Before we start any work at our computer screen, it's always good to stretch out tops and the undersides of the hands. Coming back to all fours, tucking the toes and sending the hips high, downward dog. You can always have a bend in those knees. Let's nod our head yes and shake our head no. Make sure there's no tension creeping into our spine, into our neck. Bend the right knee, send the left heel down heavy. And we're going to switch on over. Bend the left knee, send the right heel down. One more time each side. Really ground down through those palms. Press the mat away. Tilt the sit bones up towards the sky. Taking stock of how the backs of our legs feel here at the start of class. Both heels are reaching down heavy towards the mat. Again, if you need a bend in those knees, please take one. Slowly, let's start to walk to the top of our space, grabbing alternate elbows and hanging over in a ragdoll position. Again, we nod the head yes, we shake the head no. Releasing any tension that we might be carrying with us. Let's gently sway side to side. Very nice. Feeling like our hips are buoyant and floating up towards the sky while our feet are rooted down into our mat, into the earth. Let's roll up, stacking the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. The head is the last thing to come up. No rush. Let's take some shoulder rolls up and back. Squeeze the scapula together at the back. One more. And we're going to reverse. Coming forward. That's it. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side. Look up. Exhale, we bow forward. Again, always the option to bend the knees, tucking everything in towards the center. Inhale, halfway lift. All right, in this position, we're really just going to explore our halfway lift and see if we can drop our chest down. So we don't have a hunchback, we really are extending forward. Bend forward over those legs. Again, trying out that halfway lift. See how straight your spine can be. Send your sit bones back behind you. Exhale, bow forward. Very nice. Again, inhale, halfway lift, creating space and length. Exhale, bow forward. Plant the hands, step one foot back, then the other. Pulling that navel to our spine. Again, connecting our core. Sending the heels long away towards the back of your mat. That's it. I know it's quite strong on the core. Bend the knees. Chaturanga. Squeeze those elbows into the side as you lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Forehead kisses down. Inhale, we squeeze our scapula, we lift our upper back, we lift the crown of our head. Exhale, melting that forehead down. So we always have this option to take our knees to the mat and then to do cobras if we're not feeling like keeping our knees lifted or feeling like going into an upward dog. Last cobra. Exhale, forehead melts down. We push back to a child's pose. Reach those fingertips nice and far forward. Deep, kind, loving breaths. Tuck those toes, send the hips back, heels down, downward dog. Let's slowly start to walk to top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Sweep the arms out to the side. Hands come down into Anjali Mudra in front. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, we're going for sun salutation A. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow down. Just one of those this time. Step it back, high plank. One, inhale. Exhale to press down. Drop those knees. Chaturanga. Squeeze those elbows in. Inhale, squeeze the scapula together. Lift the crown of the head. Cobra. Exhale, we push back. Child's pose. Releasing that lower back. Oh gosh, that feels so good. Coming forward, tucking those toes, pressing back, we meet in downward dog. Take the gaze towards the hands, step, hop, float to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow it down. Inhale, through a flat back, we sweep the arms up and land down in front of our chest. Inhale, collecting that energy. Exhale, bow it forward. Inhale, nice long spine. Press those palms into your shin. Exhale, step it back. Maybe this time you challenge yourself by keeping your knees up. Inhale, cobra, squeeze the back. Exhale, forehead kisses down. Pushing back, we come into tabletop position. We're going to do 4 dips, squeezing those elbows back towards our knees. Taking the elbows wide, we press, taking our chest down and up, really pushing the floor away. Going into one hand with the other behind the back. 4, 3, you've got it. 2, 1, take that elbow out towards the side, pressing away. 2 more. And we switch other arm. You've got it. Taking notice of which arm feels a little stronger. And then pressing the elbow out to the side. Chest comes as low as it can to the mat. Taking both hands back down in front. Last 4 dips. 3. You've got it. 2. 1, elbows wide. 4. 3, connecting that navel to your spine the entire time. Shake out those wrists. Great job. Got that blood pumping. Let's interlace those fingers, taking figure eights, maybe trying to go the other way, maybe going the same way. Shaking out any tension in my wrists. Coming back to a tabletop position, tuck the toes, push back, downward dog. We're going to do some overhead push-ups. You've got it. Lower the crown of the head to the mat, elbows go wide. Great. Jogging out the feet. 7, you got 6, 5, 4, 3, 4 presses. Head goes down towards that mat. 2 more. Let's stretch out the backs of the hamstrings, the backs of the calves. 3, 2, 1. Last set. You've got it. Really press that mat away. Keep the core nice and strong. Jogging out those feet. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gorgeous. Let both heels drop evenly down towards the mat. Stretching the backs of the legs. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Slowly start to walk towards the top of your mat. Inhale, nice long spine, halfway lift. Exhale. We're going to plant our hands underneath our feet and give ourselves a little bit of a massage in those wrists with our toes. Play with your weight going forward and back, shaking your head yes and no. Restricting the circulation so that when we take our hands out, the blood can flow right back through those wrists, through those fingers, with new energy. Take those hands out, release, halfway lift. Exhale, bow it forward. Chin tucks in. Inhale, through a flat back, we sweep the arms out to the sky, coming down to prayer. Take a deep inhale, a deep exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the side, collect the energy. Exhale, bow it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow down. Step it back, high plank. Core is tight. We chaturanga, knees up or down, your choice. Cobra. Exhale, forehead kisses down. Tuck the toes, we meet in downward dog. Take your gaze towards the top of the mat. Step, float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow it down. Heel toe the feet together. Bend those knees, hips drop down, arms sweep up by our ears. Lightning bolt pose. 8 pulses down. 4, 3, 2, just building some fire in those thighs. Bow it forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe we jump back this time. Chaturanga. Maybe we push forward, upward dog. Exhale, pressing back, downward dog. The option is always there to drop the knees and to stay with our cobra. But if you're feeling like a little bit of a challenge, you go into the other variation. Inhale, sweep the right heel up, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose. Step that right foot to your right thumb. Draw your heart forward. Roll the left heel down, sweeping up, warrior 1. You've got it. If you need to shorten that stance, please do. Draw that right hip back. If you need to use your thumb, you can press your thumb into your hip crease and pull that right hip back so that both hip bones are shining forward. Frame that front foot, step it back, downward dog. We're going to move over to the other side. Inhale, left foot floats high. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to nose. Step that left foot to your left thumb. Heart comes forward as you roll your right heel down to the earth on a 45-degree angle. Sweep the arms up by your ears. Again, we're pulling that left hip crease back so that both hip bones are shining forward. If there was torches on them, both lights would point in the same direction. Frame that front foot, step it back. We're going to flow. Knees up or down, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, press it back, downward dog. Don't forget, you can always have a little bend in those knees. Let's take a little raise, bend down. I jumped to the top of the mat that time. You might want to take that variation. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow it forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Squatting it down, lift those arms up. Second round of lightning bolt pose, Utkatasana. 7, 6, 5, 4 more pulses. Gorgeous, bow it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, hop, jump back, high plank. Chaturanga, inhale, pull that heart forward. Exhale, float it back, downward dog. Inhale, right foot floats high, three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose, step it forward. Roll that left heel down, sweeping up, warrior one. Sink a little deeper into that front right knee, you can. Close those front ribs. And then we're going to open up warrior two. So you'll heel toe that right foot across so that your left and your right heel are in one line. Really spread those arms long away from your center. Take up as much space as you possibly can. Rolling to frame the front foot, step it back, and we flow. Meeting in downward dog. Inhale, left foot floats high. Exhale, tiger curl, stepping through and sweeping up, warrior one. We always want to keep that front knee over our second toe. Heel toe that front foot across, opening up warrior two. Both heels are in one line, which allows you to then swivel your hips to face the side. Glutes are engaged, core is engaged. Cartwheel the hands, frame that front foot, and then we flow. Inhale, bring that heart forward. Exhale, press it back, downward dog. Shake your head out. Make sure there's no tension creeping in. Gaze comes towards the front of the mat. We step, hop, jump. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow it down. Feeling that space in the back of the legs that we've accumulated by doing that many forward folds. All right, third round of Utkatasana. Hips nice and low. Squeeze the knees towards each other. Got 6 more pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yes, feel that burn. Exhale, bow it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow it down. Jump back, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, heart comes forward. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Inhale, right foot floats high. Exhale, bring it through. Knee to nose, stepping forward. Warrior one. Arms up by the ears. Exhale, warrior two, taking up as much space as possible. Cartwheel the hands, step back and flow. Heart is coming forward. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, left foot floats high. Exhale, draw that knee towards your nose. Inhale, arms come up by our ears. Close the ribs. Exhale, warrior two. Ground down through the feet. Cartwheel the hands, frame that front foot, and we flow. Nice and strong. Pushing back, we meet in downward dog. Gaze comes towards the hands. We jump, step, walk to the top of our mat. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, again, we're going to place our hands underneath our feet and give ourselves, oh hello dogs, a little bit of a forward fold and a little bit of a massage. Releasing those wrists that have served us so well and supported us during our sun salutation A's and our sun salutation B's. Releasing those hands, taking ourselves down to the mat, crossing that right ankle over the left knee, and then drawing it only up as far as feels comfortable, and then let that knee fall open to the side. Gentle sways side to side if that feels good, or maybe stillness is what your body is craving. Try to release those shoulders, no tension in that neck. Let's move across to the other side. Left ankle crosses over the right knee. Maybe you do some light neck stretches while you're stretching out your hips. Let's come forward and lay ourselves all the way back, nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae, drawing that right knee in, gentle circles around in the hip socket. Feeling the space that we've created. Draw that right knee across to the left. Glue your right shoulder down. Gaze can stay up towards the sky, or you can look over to that right hand. And we're just putting a gentle pressure on the outside of that knee. Nothing too severe, nothing too heavy. Bringing it back towards the center, give it one more squeeze before sending it long, drawing that left knee in towards our body, gentle circles in the hip. Seeing how juicy it feels now, draw that knee across the body, gluing that left shoulder down, maybe looking over towards that left hand if you're wanting a little bit more of a spinal twist. Bring your knees in towards your center. Give yourself a nice hug. Gentle sway side to side with those knees. Rocking and rolling until we come to a comfortable seated position. Massaging out our spine as we go. If you need to sit up on a block, please do. Let's go back to our wrists. Make sure they're feeling nice and mobile for our day. Tops of the hands are pressing into those palms. Now we're going to go finger by finger, stretching out for one breath each finger. A minimum of one breath, I should say. If you find certain fingers are holding more tension, please stay for a couple of breaths on a certain finger. And really make sure that you're giving it the love and attention that it needs. Oh, the thumb always feels so good to stretch out. Holding our phones all day, shake that energy out of the wrist. Top of the hand pressing into the palm. Flipping over, finger by finger, we open up the front of our hand. Making sure that our shoulders aren't creeping up by our ears. Again, checking in. Maybe you take a gentle neck stretch while doing these finger stretches. Enjoying the sensation, not forcing anything. Shake it all out. We're going to shake that energy back into our hands, back into our bodies, above the head. Shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture, out towards the side, back in front of your body. Rubbing your hands together, creating some warmth. And then placing them back down on our knees, just enjoying the energy rushing through the body, feeling that warmth, that nourishment that you provided yourself. Thank you so, so much for practicing with me today and taking the time to feed your mind, your body, your spirit. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. We gently bow to each other as we say, Namaste.